Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. And tonight we're going to be talking about this whole situation that went down at Carnival with Nicki Minaj and her husband, Kenneth Petty. Now, every other week since she has appeared back on social media, it seems like there's something else going on with her and Kenneth. And this time, the people of Trinidad felt some type of way about how one of their legends was treated by her husband, Kenneth Petty. Now, I looked at the video, and I will admit the guy kind of reached over him kind of in a rude way. And I'm not Trinidadian. I don't really know their history, their tradition. But me, if somebody kind of like, if I'm in the middle of somebody and somebody like reaches over in front of me, my natural reaction would kind of be like, what the heck? I'm gonna be real. But because he's a legend, people felt like it was rude for him to kind of do like this, and they kind of felt a way about it. The part that I kind of felt a way about was when he first walked up to Nicki Minaj to talk to her, the way that Kenneth was such on the defense, like he didn't even want him talking to her at all before he reached in front of him. When he reached, like when he went around the back of him to go speak to her directly, you know, I was kind of like, damn, like chill right there, because he was kind of grilling him like, don't be talking to her. And then, you know, he went around, and then that's when he crossed over. And when he crossed over, it was kind of rude. I ain't gonna lie. I don't care if you're a legend or not. It's just like you kind of got to respect people's personal space. But I do understand, you know, Carnival is lively. It's fun. You're supposed to be hipped. And if you're going to be the Grinch, and if you're going to be in that type of mood, that probably isn't the place for you to be. And that's how a lot of people in Trinidad felt.
Make some noise for Nicki Minaj!
When he went around, and then he kind of did go in front of him, and that was kind of rude. Like, you know, like I understand he was trying to get her engaged and get her like, you know, pumped up and get her like dancing and everything. But I feel like when he first went around the first time, I feel like that was the time to kind of like, you know, wave her up and try to like big her up and dance. But for him to go around and then go in front of Kenny, that was kind of rude. But I feel like he probably just wasn't thinking, just because it's supposed to be a fun environment. You're supposed to be turned up. You're supposed to be having fun. It's supposed to be a festive, you know, relaxed, chill, like everybody having fun vibe. And we can clearly tell Kenneth ain't about fun. He is a bore and a Grinch. And he seems like he always has a stick up his ass every single setting. And he seems more like a bodyguard than anything. And I mean, I understand that is his wife, you know, or so they say that's his wife. I haven't seen like it solidified or whatever, but that's his wife or whatever. So I feel like, you know, I kind of understand. I do understand how people feel in different ways about it. Now, I'm going to show you what people have been saying in regards to this situation. So one person said, I hope Nicki leave bootcut Kenny home next year when she go to Carnival. Another person says, the next Carnival transfer market, we traded Nicki for Ashanti on a permanent deal. Then the next person said, I wish Nicki Minaj came for Carnival when she was with Meek. Who is this? Question mark. Then another person says, ladies, if you know your man is jealous, do not do like Nicki Minaj. Leave the man home when you are coming to Trini Carnival. And then they put Kenneth Petty in this photo grab, and they said, if Insecure was a person. This person says, so Nicki Minaj came home to Trini for Carnival with her husband, who should have stayed home from his behavior, and insulted one of our biggest soca artists by literally pushing him. Firstly, Trinis have too much pride. We do not swarm or fawn over famous people. Secondly, Trinis turn up at drop. So they're pretty much saying, listen, we turn up. We don't, be fanning out over no celebrities. We're just here trying to have a good time.
Okay, and this is what another person said. I'm not from Trinidad background, so I might fuck it up, but it is what it is. I'm gonna give it a go. It says, "Dear Nicki, warn Kenneth about we will beat him for Ira and still curse Ira for singing shit the next year. We're brutal. We don't cater. You don't come here and chuck nobody. Ira from Point. Please warn him. P.S. You're nice, but I hope Kenneth." Okay, I don't really know how to say the rest of it, blah, blah, blah. It said, "We full of that, so nobody really taking all of you on. Ira should have hit him in the head. Tell your man, though, we blow that conch shell at Point because we just beat people bad for just not jumping to Ira's songs. Warned American loyal subjects of the water lord." Okay, so yeah, again, I'm not from Trini background, so I can't, I tried my best. But you guys see it on the screen if you guys want to, take a go at it. And another person, once Nicki Minaj had said something, and I'll be reading what she said next. Another person said, "Your husband has anger issues and is very insecure, and you failed to admit it. Get him help, sis. Stop defending his actions. He is making you look bad." And then Nicki Minaj replied to that and says, "Plus, he got a big, thick, juicy dick, child. I can't with them skinny pencil dicks. Block for being mad."
So, along with people feeling some type of way, Nicki Minaj decided to reply, and she said, "Rappers would kill for this attention, child. LOL. At night when we go to bed, I say, babe, you was all over the blogs today." He be like, "Oh, word? He really don't have social media to see y'all write think pieces about him, child. And I like it like that. Just like this." So, I think this is one of those things where Nicki Minaj thinks it's cute. There's certain girls who think that this so-called tough act, there's certain girls who think it's cute. Me, myself personally, my personal preference, I want a guy that's not a punk. I want a guy that's not going to bitch out, and I want a guy that's going to protect himself. But I don't want a guy to prove he's tough every single situation in every scenario. What's understood ain't got to be displayed or you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of those, don't start no shit, won't be none. As long as don't nobody start no shit with you, you don't have to do this super tough persona every single day. That would get on my damn nerves. I'll be like, get the fucking chip out your ass. We get it. But some girls think that's cute. And Nicki Minaj, I think, is one of those girls that think that is cute. And after all of the uproar and all of the people had things to say, the artist or the Soca legend, he started to kind of repost some of the things that people was posting. And then he went forward to kind of explain what he was trying to do, what his intentions were, and how he perceived Kenneth Petty's actions in that situation. He said, "Carnival Tuesday, I was at Soca Dome singing with Yuma, and shortly after they crossed the stage, a young lady came up to me and said, McCall or Michelle, I don't know if I'm saying these names right, is calling me to come on Tribe Truck. So out of respect for all of the bands, I took off the Yuma shirt and proceeded to climb on top of the truck in a white vest. However, my manager told me it does not look proper to go on the truck in a vest. So I asked one of the music guys to give me his shirt. I took the shirt and went on top of the truck and proceeded to sing my song. While singing, I was trying to engage Nicki Minaj to sing the song. I truly feel that her husband did not know who I was. I was wearing a Tribe Music t-shirt, and he may have thought I was part of the sound system group. Nicki's husband is not familiar with Trini culture, so he did what a husband would do, and that is go into protection mode. We all know in Trini, a man must protect his wife, so I didn't stress about his actions. I just continued to sing my song. Nicki is our queen, and that's her husband. We love and respect them. Alia, pat down, and let them enjoy the rest of their stay in Trinidad. And then it says, Ira George, enough love and respect to the people, blah, blah. And under that, Nicki Minaj commented, and she put this hand emoji and a heart. Now, after a lot of people started to grill Nicki Minaj and they felt like, you know, everybody who comes to Carnival gets down and dirty in the crowd. You know, they're interactive with the people. She had a lot of people feeling some type of way saying, you know, you didn't even dance on top of the float. Like, all she did was kind of like wave her thing up. And then people were like, you know, when Rihanna comes down here, she's in the crowd, she's dancing. When Ludacris comes down here, he's in the crowd, he's dancing. And I think even Maya had went there. And it was like a couple other people who, each and every one of them, they got down in the crowd and they engaged with the people of Trinidad and had a lot of fun. And it was like a big old party. And they didn't act like, you know, they were above anybody or separate. And that caused a lot of chatter. A lot of people felt not only were they feeling some type of way about Kenneth's interaction with the guy Ara, there was a lot of people who felt a way about her not interacting with the people of Trinidad in the crowd. So today she went forward with a little bit of damage control. Again, I myself, I feel like it was kind of rude, and I understand why Kenneth did it, and I don't feel like, you know, I'm not jumping down his throat for it, because I feel like, you know, hey, you went in front of this man, and it's kind of like the way he did it. I understand Kenneth's reaction, but her movement today, I feel like it was kind of phony, and I feel like it was just publicity and damage control. You know, I got a bad rep yesterday, so let me kind of fix it up by going in the streets today to kind of do a little bit of damage control. Okay, so this is a little bit of the damage control right here.
Stand back, you guys, so we can take a big picture. Stand back, you guys, so we can take a big picture.
Okay, so that's like, you know, let me get my proof that I'm not like y'all trying to say I am. She looked good though. She looked cute. And then this is her visiting a school. Okay, and then she also made a stop at a grocery store. So this is her at some grocery store.
We in here going grocery shopping, y'all. Like, Nicki is crazy.
Okay.
Nicki, I love you. I love you. Oh my God, I love you. Nicki, I love you.
And this part right here is like, she's like, oh, let me get it for the gram. And then as soon as she stopped recording, it was kind of like, you know, so that's just why I feel like this kind of like fake damage control. This part right here.
Nicki, I love you. I love you. Oh my God, I love you. Nicki, I love you.
But, you know, you got to do what you got to do when your man fucks it up. Nah, but on some real shit, though. A positive thing that came out of this was Nicki Minaj decided to donate to one of the schools in Trinidad. That is something that we love to see. Kudos to her. And here is a snippet of that video.
So I want to thank you for your work with the girls. I want to thank you for giving them hope and inspiration. And they've even given me hope and inspiration being here today. And I want to donate $25,000 to help the girls.
She isn't stopping there, and the plans to do more.
I came to get ideas, and you guys gave me a lot of great ideas on creating a building here in Trinidad where young people can go to and have recreational fun.
All right, guys, so that's that on that. We had to end on a positive note, and that's definitely something positive. And kudos to her for donating the $25K. And hopefully, you know, she follows through with the activities that she plans to instill in Trinidad, which is her home. So that is something that, like I said, we love to see. One of the Barbs sent in a email to my email address, and they had some concerns about Kenny. I was going to include it in this video, but I'm actually just going to make this video a part 1 and a part 2. And part 2 is where a Barb, you know, I'm just going over the email a person who says they're Barb, you know, sent to me and addressing some of the issues that they have with Kenny. So stay tuned for part 2 if you would like to know more. But with that being said, that's all for this video. Let me know what you think about Kenneth Petty. Do you think that it was that serious? Like I said, I think that that's a natural human reaction for somebody invading their personal space. But you guys let me know what you think about it down below. All right, guys. Peace.